Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings. Cup of tea, very sad. One of the nice things about being a writer is that you have an excuse to read. I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'll probably put a review up if I like it. But one of the really nice things about being a writer is that every now and again people send you books to review, so you don't have to buy them. Other people who know what you like send you books because they find a spare copy, which is also nice. But sometimes you get really nice things happen. So for example, I'm starting a new project which I'm not going to tell you about quite yet, but later on this year I'm starting a new project which is going to involve quite a lot of work and is going to be extremely interesting. And I mentioned this to some very nice people at a company called Pelikan, and they wanted to help. So they sent me something to help. Another nice thing, when you've been the chairman of the Crime Writers Association, is every now and again you have to get things made, and I had to get prototypes made for types of dagger as awards, and this is one prototype that went very well, and it's going to get used now. Don't you just love having the right tool for the job? Every now and again I find I have. So what have we in here? Well, first of all we have some very nice Pelikan blue ink. Royal blue it says. I have no reason to doubt it. That looks nice. Pelikan royal blue ink. We have, especially interesting here, some Pelikan sapphire, Edelstein sapphire, which I think is going to be a gorgeous coloured ink. If I can get the bottle out. Ah, clever! You lift up that and the whole thing comes out. That's neat. I like that. Then you can open the front. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Edelstein ink. That I think is going to be a gorgeous royal blue type colour as well. But then finally we have the pièce de la résistance, which is here. They're trying to give a clue about it. It's Pelikan. So let's open it up. There's a little hole in the back there so you can push the thing out. And inside we have this nice cardboard box with a fountain pen. Isn't that amazing? Now some people say a pen that costs lots and lots of hundreds of pounds really ought to come in something better than a cardboard box. I reckon actually the box is the least important thing. It's going to get looked at once and then not get looked at again, because what's the point of looking at a cardboard box? That's nice. They also give you a little brochure, all the different ink colours, different styles of pen that they do, leather goods, all the other interesting things. That's nice. And an instruction manual and guarantee booklet from the look of it. Yep, guarantees and instructions how to use the different pens. All very well. Not entirely relevant right this minute though, because the most important thing is in here. Now, this is called a Pelikan Souverän M805. If you can see that there. It's got a little label saying M805. In the Souverän range, Pelikan have several different models. They have the 200, the 400, the 600, the 800 and the 1000. This is the 800 range. The 5 means that it's got the silvery look. And what I really like about this is when you look at the nib, that's all silver as well. So you can see this looks like a silver or steel nib, but actually it's 18 karat gold I think, and it's been coated in rhodium to give it the silver colour so that it matches the rest of the silver furniture on the pen. What is really nice though is that it's completely transparent, and that's quite important for the project I'm going to be doing. But for now it just means that you can see that when you turn this, as a plunger goes all the way down, when you turn it the other way it sucks the ink up into that really rather massive chamber. And I think that's lovely, so that you can see exactly how much ink you've got in there at any time. What's also nice is, I don't know if that's quite right there, but you can see that the Pelikan image is on the top of the cap, and it's just feeding a small baby pelican. Isn't that nice? And then also, with all the Pelikans, the clip, if you look, there's an eye either side of it, and that is a pelican's beak. Neat or what? So what I'm going to do now is go and fill this with a little bit of ink, and we'll see how it writes. Okay, so here we are, a nice drop of Pelikan ink. I like the pelican and the baby symbol on the top of the lid as well. So first of all, let's get this pen full of ink. It's really interesting having to fill a pen, manipulating things so that it's convenient for a camera. Not something I normally have to worry about. Let's give it a quick wipe out. I've no idea how this ink colour is going to work on paper. I've never used it before. So here we go. This pen is a Pelikan. And it is a Demonstrator. And I must admit, it's got an extra fine nib, and it feels infinitely better than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be just a little bit scratchy, but in fact this feels very good indeed. Very soft, but there's just a little bit of feedback. I don't think, well, it's got a fair amount of flexibility there too, so you can see that there's a little bit of variation in the line. I think I'm really going to enjoy using this. I especially like, though, the way that you can see the ink inside the pen at all times. You can constantly keep a good impression of exactly how much ink there is in there. That's going to make life much, much easier when I take this out doing writing. Okay. So there we go, nice new pen. I've got to say thanks again to Pelikan, because that is going to be enormously useful in the next few months. But if you're interested, I'm going to put a link at the bottom. I should just say I'm not paid by any company for the comments I make here. I'm not paid by Cult Pens, I'm not paid by Pelikan, I'm not paid by Cross Pens, I'm not paid by anybody. But, especially publishers actually normally, but never mind. But even though I'm not paid by them, I do give reports about the products that I like. One of the products I really like is definitely this pen. So I'm going to put a link at the bottom through to Cult Pens, so that anybody who wants to, you can go onto Cult Pens and have a look at it. If you've got any comments you'd like to make, please give them down there. If you've got any questions, put them down there as well. If you've got any ideas for further reviews or ideas for discussion, then I'll be very happy to look at them, like it and all those things. But in the meantime, thanks very much. I've got to go away and start playing with this now, so I will see you soon. Take care. Thanks a lot.